Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about the rules of engagement. Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about the rules of engagement. I understand why the rules of engagement are put into place. I guess so it's just not a free-for-all, murdering, looting, raping, murder, everything, but I get that. But the fact that most of these rules, they posed a serious problem when it came to saving lives and taking the lives that could make us lose lives. And what I mean by that, for instance, there was a case where we had a Medevac mission in the Chark district to pick up some children that were injured. And they were injured because they were inside the courtyard of this building, and some AH-64 Apaches engaged an enemy fighter at the door frame, where he was leaning out with small arms. I don't know, possibly an RPG, AK-47. Either way, the Apache crew engaged this individual with a 30mm cannon. Obviously, they took the target out, but the shrapnel from the 30mm rounds went into the courtyard, and these children were injured. None of which perished, as far as I know. We picked them up and got them back, and everything was fine. However, if I remember correctly, that Apache crew was reprimanded and grounded because of that. And the rules changed shortly thereafter, basically telling us that we couldn't engage targets that were leaning out of windows, door frames, due to the fact of, what could possibly be in the background that they could not see. To me, this is totally stupid. Because they figure out the rules after a while, and they use them against us, unfortunately. When it came to Medevac, we were limited to when we could land to pick up troops. I've mentioned it multiple times in some of my videos about we were told not to land until a gunship arrived. Most of the time we said, screw that, we're going in anyway, because no fault of ours, but just the way we were spread out throughout the country. The Apaches would be engaged with troops in contact 50 miles away, and then we would need to go in and do a medevac. It's totally made no sense for them to stop what they were doing, fly 50 miles to the south or wherever we were, or even further, while we're up there circling, and meantime the patient is dying on the ground because there was small arms fire or taking fire on the ground. Throughout most of our deployment from 2010, 2011, most of the time we just disregarded this. We did a crew assessment. Basically, we asked the entire crew, you guys comfortable going in? Never did anyone say, no, I'm not comfortable. If we had one person that did say that, we wouldn't go. Every time we went. Unfortunately, towards the end of our deployment, it became more and more difficult, and they were imposing these rules, or they were enforcing these rules more so. For instance, one of my last couple weeks in country, we were called to a medevac mission for a Polish soldier, and there was troops in contact, and this was just to the south of Ghazni. I mean, I could literally see the base when we were up there circling in the air, and we were waiting for Apaches to arrive, and in the exact situation where they were involved, taking care of other business further to the north, and they were en route. we're up there burning holes in the sky. And in the meantime, the Polish soldier ended up dying on the ground. And it was horrifying to listen to the ground medic or the ground crews telling us to land, and yet we didn't. And it reached a point where they basically said, never mind, he's dead now, and that was just heart-wrenching, and it just infuriating, made us very angry. Unfortunately, I have a lot of problems with that today because of that, just thinking about what we should have done or what we could have done, and it may have turned out differently. Do I know if it would have turned out differently? Absolutely not. He could have died regardless of what we did, but we'll never know that. It's terrible. Each aircraft had what was called a Blue Force tracker on board. Actually, not just aircraft. All coalition vehicles had these devices. Basically, it's a GPS tracker. In theory, it was to prevent fratricide. That's good guy on good guy killing. So if you had, say, a column of tanks coming up and you're not sure if they're good or bad, with this technology, you can pull up the moving map and you could see a line of blue vehicles. Okay, those are good guys, as long as their transponders or their GPS trackers were working. It was beneficial. Sometimes we could see other aircraft, and it would also indicate altitude and airspeed, so we knew where they were. If we couldn't actually see them with our eyes, we could see them on the screen, and we could make adjustments with altitude to avoid them. However, there's also Big Daddy watching us, every move we made. So if we were to go in and land, they knew we went in and landed without support being there. Not to mention there was eyes all over the place as well, like actual cameras watching us at all times. And it totally, I never curse my videos, but totally asinine that this was happening. And we were just, I couldn't wait to get out of the country, not because I was afraid of dying. I had to get out of the country because I just couldn't do it anymore as far as being limited to what lives I could save. We were there to do a mission, and we weren't allowed to do that mission. And at the very end of our deployment, there was another significant event happened on August 6th. I'm going to talk about this in a completely separate video. I'm not going into details with it now, but because of rules of engagement, we lost a lot of troops that day. So it's, like I said in the beginning, I understand why it's there, but bureaucrats in DC can't run a war from in DC. They got to let the troops do what we need to do to get the mission done and save lives and take the lives of those trying to take ours. So that's basically what I just wanted to talk about today. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know. Also, I still got some stickers left. Anybody's interested? $3 a piece. I'll try to get them to you. And as a matter of fact, I had sent some to England. If you're watching this video, please let me know if you got them. If not, I will send some more to you and we'll try again. All right. Let me know. Take care, everybody, and see you soon.